Hey everyone, thanks again for tuning into Sin's Workshop. Hope we're all having a wonderful day. So today we're going to be talking about Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. This is her latest installment that does take place within the Caraval universe. I want to say, no, you do not have to have read the Caraval series in order to really appreciate this book. I didn't read the Caraval series, and I was not left confused. There was no whiplash. If anything, it did make me eager to read the Caraval series, but it's not a necessity. And I think that does say a lot for Stephanie Garber's storytelling when it comes to this book. It's a really magic focused storyline. It focuses on the magic of the northern realm and Evangeline exploring her own magic. You know, there's a lot of history, there's a lot of lore. There are callbacks to the Caraval series because there are characters featured from that series here, but they don't play huge major parts except for Jax maybe. But again, I'm not familiar with the Caraval series, so I don't know how big of a role Jax played in that series. He does play a pretty significant role here, because he's trying to manipulate Evangeline in some fashion to try to get this secret door that's never been opened, that will not open, to open. And he thinks Evangeline is the key. So the story is very fast paced because it really does focus on the history, it does focus on the lore, and it does focus on that magic and that fairy tale like atmosphere. I mean, Stephanie Garber does an excellent job creating this fairy tale like atmosphere, and I love that because it's something new, it's something unique as far as fairy tales go. It's not something that I've read before. So if you're looking for something that's somewhat fairy tale like, this is definitely going to be the book for you. It does have a lot of those strong elements, but there's nothing cliche. It's all unique, and I love that. No, also, it's not spicy. I know some people do tend to ask, is this a spicy book? No, it's not spicy at all. Not by my definition. I don't think it's spicy. But it does have some really good, interesting character dynamics and characterization. Evangeline, she's our new character here. She's the one we're following. She's so charismatic. I mean, I adore her. She has this ferocity to her. She is very compelling as far as a character. And I really love that you get to understand her. She genuinely cares about the people she interacts with, even people like Jax and Luke and Marisol. She cares about the well-being of other people. She loves with all her heart. She cares with all her heart. Even when she screws up, she's like willing to sacrifice herself for the sake of others. And you see that really early on in the story. You know, that happens right at the beginning, right at the beginning. And that's what I thought was really compelling for her characterization. But I think what Garber does really well is she makes you second guess a lot of these other characters, like Jax and Marisol. Jax is a fate. You don't know what you're going to get with him, pretty much. You really don't understand. Is he a good guy? Is he a bad guy? He's self-serving. Does he have a heart? Does he not have a heart? You are kept guessing, especially with his dynamic with Evangeline. You're just like, aw, these two are so cute together. But wait a second. Watch your back, Evangeline. You might get your heart broken. You are constantly second guessing his motives. You see he cares for Evangeline, but you're just like, is he just manipulating her? But he's so charismatic. And the dynamic between the two of them is so well done. Now, the same is said for Marisol. Like I said, there's a lot of fairy tale-like tropes in this. No, there aren't a lot of fairy tale-like tropes, actually. It has that fairy tale-like atmosphere. However, the one trope it does have is Evangeline definitely has that kind of wicked stepmother, and she does have a stepsister. Now, Marisol, you are kept guessing with Marisol. I mean, Garber really throws a lot at you. Just like, oh, she's a good stepsister. No, wait, maybe she's not. No, she's good. She's a sweetheart. No, maybe she's not. You are kept guessing as far as Marisol's intentions. And I think that's really good. Again, you are invested in these character dynamics because Garber keeps you guessing as to what their motives are, who they are at their core. You don't even know. By the end of the book, you're just like, I have no clue. I need to solve this. When's book 2 coming out? It's out. Go buy it. But you are kept guessing. And it really does add to the pacing, because while it is a magically driven story, you know, you're focused on the magic, you're focused on the history, it doesn't neglect that characterization and that character growth and those character dynamics that are so well done and well thought out. And that's what I think makes this book, you know, it's so fast paced. You can read it in a day. I think I almost did. I think it took me 2 days to read it. You can read it so quickly because you're just drawn into this fairy tale like atmosphere. You're drawn into this really fast paced story. You're drawn into the magic and the history and the fairy tale like atmosphere. You are drawn in and you are hooked. So, on that note, I'm going to go ahead and give Once Upon a Broken Heart 4 to 5 stars. I'm so excited for the second book. I'm so excited. Really well done. I think Garber is an excellent storyteller and an excellent writer, and I can't wait to read more of her. Like, now I have to go buy the Caraval series. If you want to go ahead and purchase the book, I will include links in the description below. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel and share it with all your book loving friends. You can also become a supporter on buying me a coffee, or by purchasing one of my handmade candles. All candles currently are 50% off, and I just made 2 new ones. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and as always, happy reading.